everybody, Richard at Electric Classic Cars, and today I'm at the Fully Charged live show down in Farnborough. This event is fantastic. Anybody interested in renewables, electric cars, just come to this event or go to the one in Amsterdam, San Diego, Sydney this year. They are the premier events if you're interested in anything to do with renewables and electric cars and charging. So we brought some cars to our show, to the show today. We've got 4 cars here. We've got the VW Beetle Badger, as somebody called it yesterday. It's the Baja, obviously. So I won't go into too much depth of what these cars are because we're going to do more of a deep dive, if you like, on episodes to come. So feast your eyes on the Banzu Baja. This is a car we're converting for a company called Banzu Electric. More on them to come in future episodes. So next to it over here is another car with a snub nose, if you like, on the front, and that's a beautiful BMW Isetta. This is a ideal city car in my mind. It's got a 17 kilowatt hour battery pack, which gives it a decent range, probably around about 80, maybe even 100-mile range, which in the city you probably will struggle to do in a week. So I love this car, and it's just got that front opening door, which is just iconic. I wouldn't want to necessarily be in a crash, a full frontal crash in it though, but although then again you can probably escape out the sunroof. So we've got the BMW Isetta. Then on the other scale of the BMW scale, if you like, back in the day, is this beautiful BMW E9. So this is a CSL recreation. We've done a video on this one already, so click on the link above and you'll see the link to this full episode where we took it out for a beautiful test drive in mid-Wales. But lovely car, one of my favourite builds, and one of the longest we've ever done as well, because we had to do a full restoration on it as well as the electrification. And then, last but not least, the iconic Delorean, or the Teslorian as I like to call it now, because it's got a Tesla motor in, and this has got a great party piece as well. So I mean, as well as converting it to electric, I'll just put my coffee down, as well as converting it to electric, we had to do something special with the doors. So if I find the keys here now, the doors on this is such an iconic thing. So right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. That's just so cool, isn't it? Why can't all the cars have things like that in? So, love these cars. We brought them down here to show everybody. But what we're going to do now...
Sorry, test drive to come on that one, on the
test
DeLorean.
Drive to come, yeah, of course. We've got a test drive
so look out for that.
Yeah, watch out for that. Can't wait to show you this in detail and take it out for a spin. But, yeah, so today I'm going to take a walk around the show quickly before we get started. It's fairly early morning, hence the coffee. And I'm going to take a wander and just show you some highlights for those that can't come to the show. So follow me around the show and we'll see what we see. Wow! I think I've found a potential replacement for my Land Rover at last. This looks absolutely mental. I mean, this is what futuristic electric vehicles should look like something out of Thunderbirds. This looks like Thunderbird 6 to me. And we got somebody over here that can tell us a little bit about it. Can you walk in and tell us what have you built here? Because it looks mental.
We have built an electric 6-wheel off-road vehicle. It's a 6x6.
Right.
There's 36,000 Newton meters. There's 6,000 Newton meters per wheel.
I don't think that's enough power.
No,
more power.
Need a bit more. Need a bit more. And the motors inside each wheel.
Oh, the hub motors.
Yeah, the hub motors, which lends itself to quite extreme articulation of the axles.
What are they, the LF ones, or are they your own? Or
we're working with a UK motor company.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Ah, really? So that's probably, apart from the motorbike that we built, which was a hub motor, this is the first vehicle we've come across that is kind of like hub motor-esque with 6 of them.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, 6. Yeah.
Mental. Can we have a sit in it?
Absolutely, you can, of course, yeah.
Which is the best way? Can I go in this way?
Get in this way if you like.
Right,
yeah.
if you pop in the other side, we can have a chat. You can tell us about some of the stats. Right, I'm in the beast now with Dan, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Right, Dan. And I've got to say, I'm loving this. Central driving position, you've got touch screens all around here. It definitely looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. And I feel right at home. So tell us some of the specs. What's the sort of motor, what power, what battery pack you got, and Tell us some more detail.
It's an 800 volt system, 72 kilowatt hour battery pack. That would only give you really sort of 90 miles of range if you were driving it on the road.
Yeah.
But of course, it's not really driven on the road, and if you're doing 90 miles off road, then you're doing well.
Yeah, exactly. I know with my Land Rover, 90 miles, you'd be out for not just a day, probably a few days.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you'd be knackered. Your back will be done after that.
Yeah. Lovely air-sprung seat in this one though, and you picked up on the central driving position.
Yeah.
That gives you incredible visibility.
It does, doesn't it?
For whatever application the vehicle might be, whether that's a airport fire tender or an agricultural vehicle, or perhaps it's got a big HIAB on the back, some sort of tooling you need to see around you. But it's also a territory neutral as well, so it doesn't matter where in the world you're driving it, central driving position.
So you got the hub motors, but I see here you got some, looks like, what are they, diff locks or something? That doesn't quite make sense.
That's tyre pressures.
Oh, that's tyre pressures, right, gotcha,
Yeah.
fantastic. And obviously this platform, you can have various different things on the backs, from like a truck to like a cab for passengers, and like it's a really flexible like platform really, I suppose, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and you just picked up on the cab with passengers. That's a really interesting application. That's some guys in Iceland approached us, and at the moment they've got these big beefed up minibuses on high lift kits with big knobbly tyres.
Love those vehicles.
Yeah, and of course the Icelandic government love the tourism and the money it brings in.
Yeah.
They don't love the diesel fumes and the air quality reduction so much. So something like this is perfect for it.
Perfect application. Fantastic. So obviously this is a prototype at the moment.
It is. This is our first full-scale working prototype. So this is prototype C.
Wow.
The other two were smaller scale models. It's a project that's been going about 6 years now. So to have the full-scale working prototype finished, that was about 3 months ago. We've really been putting it through its paces recently and throwing it around all sorts of terrain and fields. And
I bet that's real hard work, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
what
a horrible
what a
job.
chore.
You need to bring it to Wales for us to test.
Yeah,
That
we'll
would
give it
through
a
its
proper
paces.
test.
I'm sure you would.
Yeah. Bring it to our backyard. And if it can cope with places where I go with a Land Rover, then it'll be good for Iceland.
I'm sure that it would cope. And we haven't spoken about the name yet. It's called the E-Motive Scarab platform.
Scarab. I like that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, you've nailed it, mate. As far as the styling is concerned, the 6-wheel hub motors, I mean, it's brilliant.
Thank you very
Fantastic.
much.
Well done,
Thank
mate.
you. Thank you.
Right, on to the next one. Look what I found. Now, I always thought electric airplanes, they'll never take off, but I'm wrong, obviously. Look at this. Apparently this is the world's first certified electric vehicle, and it's taking part in some trials at the moment with the RAF, and it's just fantastic. I'd love to have a go in this. I mean, what's the worst could happen to
I
him?
was going to say, have you got a pilot's license?
I know. With a parachute, I'll be fine.
How hard can it be?
It'll be like rallying with a roll cage. It's got the safety factor. I'll just go flying with a parachute on, and then I'll read the instructions of the parachute as I'm falling down. But yeah, love it. Fantastic.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dead cool.
Now, I'm not a fan of modern cars, as well you know, but I do like modern cars with a retro twist, and I've been looking forward to this one coming out for a while, and although it hasn't quite met my expectations as to the original car it was based on, which is the split-screen VW, obviously, of the 60s, still pretty cool. It's the VW ID Buzz, and as far as new cars go, you know, it's not that bad, is it? It's just a little bit too big for my liking. I've bumped into Chris from Zero EV, one of the premier technology suppliers in our sector, and we rely on Chris a lot for some of the components that we put into our conversions. But I've seen some motor eye candy on his stand, which I really want to know about. So go on, Chris, tell me what you've got here, mate. Because I kind of know, but I kind of don't know, and I really want to know exactly what have you got.
So this is the new Zonic motor range we just released. So no one's heard of it yet, apart from you, obviously.
Exclusive.
Exclusive, yeah. So we've got the Zonic 70, which is a little 70 kilowatt motor with controller, perfect for little cars like Minis, Fiat 500, sort of that world.
Awesome.
Not quite as crazy as you like, obviously.
Yep, it's a good motor. I mean, that's got some great applications for some smaller cars where we kind of struggle as to what motors we use at the moment. I mean, some of the motors we use for smaller cars tend to be slightly overpowered, you know what I'm like.
Yeah,
So
I know what you like.
Get a sensible, I can't believe sensible. That tasted wrong in my mouth. Sensible motor is a good idea. So go on, what else we got?
We've got the 120. Now this is probably as close to the Hyper 9 as you'll get.
Right.
So it's similar size to the Hyper 9. It's got an inverter built on the back of it.
Oh, I like that.
It's got an output, but the best thing with the 120 and the 180 is it's got the Hyper 9 adapt face on it. So it's still a B-face.
B-face.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
original adapter plates still work. The main thing about these motors, they're all 350 volt nominal. So
Right.
we're now out of that low voltage range. We're into, if you want to do rapid charging, you can,
Brilliant.
sort of world.
Yeah.
And then we've got the 180, which is the more powerful. I mean,
Gosh, so compact.
360 newton meters of torque, 12,000 RPM, sort of a bit more towards the area you like being in.
Yeah. I like this beast. I can put this to good use. But I do like this one because they're all water cooled, yeah?
Yes,
so you
all
got
water
like glycol cooled. But this has got the inverter on the back of it. So the motor and inverter is all in one piece. So that's a really neat package, isn't it? I quite like that one.
And then we have the AM VCU.
Brilliant.
So we've got really good software behind it, really good control behind it, and all the other parts that they sell as well. So all the displays, all the other inputs, all the PDUs run with this, which is really good moving forward for us support-wise.
So what I'm seeing now in the marketplace is where, because of technology suppliers like Chris down at Zero EV, the industry is moving away from that hobbyist mentality into more kind of an OEM sort of mentality with the quality and the builds and the technology that's coming out, isn't it?
Definitely.
Fantastic. Excellent. All right, time to move on. So thanks for that, Chris. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Look what I've got. Check this out, mate. It's a Carver. And I've got it for a few minutes. Do you want to pop in and go for a spin?
Do you realise it's only got 3 wheels?
And there's no roll cage, mate. You got to somehow fit in the back.
Yeah, I'm
Pretty cool, though.
I'm a bit concerned. I know. Well, you're bad enough with 4 wheels, but 3 wheels.
It's
See how we get on.
maximum speed is 50 miles an hour, and it leans. That's why it's called a Carver. It kind of carves into the corners. So go on, mate. Let's go.
Right, can I get in the back then, and we'll see if we can test it out?
I tell you what, I'm gonna film you try to get in the back of this, mate. Give me the camera. Right.
Okay.
Go on then. Here we go. 6 foot. What are you?
You ask me that every week.
I know. I keep on forgetting. Oh, he's in. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, it's got a spoiler on the back as well.
Yeah,
Must be
this
quite
is
sporty.
Oh look, there's a
Look,
race.
there's another one.
Race is on. Follow that Carver.
Right. Let's see how it does the leaning thing. Oh my god, that's quite disconcerting. Whoa! Good grief! It's like a. Whoa! It's like a fairground ride. Now, here's a view you don't normally see on a motorbike. If you zoom out, Tim, you'll see what I mean. It's a spokeless hub motor, and it's on a Verge Motorcycle. I love these things. It's absolutely brilliant. This is what electric motorcycles should all look like. Futuristic, latest technology, just pushing the boundaries. This is fantastic. It's got a 30 kilowatt hour battery pack. It's 20 kilowatt hour battery pack, sorry. It's got a 25 kilowatt CCS charger in it, 80 kilowatt motor. It's just awesome looking as well. And I love the futuristic design on it. It's just brilliant. It's got a touchscreen display on the front here as well for all your controls. Sat nav as well. It's a really practical screen, but just look at the styling on it. I just love it. I'm half tempted to get a bike license for something like this. What do you reckon? Shall I get a bike license, Tim?
No. Stick
very quick-
to 4 wheels.
There's a quick no from Tim there. Yeah, I think you might be right there, mate. I need some crash protection around me because my safety switch is broken a long time ago. But I do like this. Look what we find, mate. Hacky Races. Anybody wants more information on this, check out the description. We'll put all the information on all the other sort of like places where we've visited on this video in the description as well. But this looks like fun. They're all electric, and there's a budget. What's the budget on these? 500 quid budget to make all of these. and they've got things like, you know, starter motors in them. They've got scooter motors in them. They look hilarious fun. And we've got some willing volunteers. So we've got Chris from Zero EV, John, and Tim. You're going to get in one?
Yeah, I'll be one.
Tim's going to get in the smallest one that we can find. And I've already found my trusty steed here.
You had to have the pink one.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
This is going to be awesome. So we're going to have a Ben Hur style chariot race, a couple of laps around here. Hopefully there'll be no like incidents or accidents. Yeah, let's keep it clean, boys. All right.
Emergency services are on standby.
And let the best man win. That's me, boys. All right. He's got away over the floor. You got a comfortable seat? I wouldn't even call this a seat. It was hitting on the back there. You can tell Chris has done some drifting before, though, in that Skyline of his.
So what's your thoughts then on what the guys have created here then?
I think they need more power, much more power. 400 volt Tesla drive unit. Yeah, it'll be fine. So here we are at Fully Charged Live this year. Fantastic weather. Well done for organising the weather, by the way.
Thank you. No, that took a bit of extra effort, a lot of lobbying to get that done.
So how's it been so far? Saturday today, by the way, for those that know. Croakiness at around about 40% level, and yourself?
I'm all right. I've managed to pace so far.
Right,
so yesterday was manic. So we recorded 2 episodes of Fully Charged Show before this time yesterday, somehow up on the roof of the Genesis thing. So then I was knackered. I went, God, wait, I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
But then I did 3 panels yesterday, and they were just amazing. The audience, I'm always surprised. I might get used to it today, but I'm always surprised. The audiences love it. The panellists were brilliant. Really interesting talks.
What amazes me is how far it's come in such a short light space of time. Because I remember the first one at Silverstone, which again was a massive
much
success.
bigger than we thought, wasn't it? But it was still very
but
small.
Small.
Yeah.
Then, like the next one was bigger again. I
Yeah.
was thinking, wow, this is huge. This is just on another scale.
Absolutely.
And now you've got the international ones as well. You've got Amsterdam this year.
Amsterdam coming soon in 3 weeks, and then San Diego in September.
Which I might sneak over to.
I think you should.
I'm going to
And
might
then
sneak over to that.
And then Sydney in
Sydney
in March of 2023. Yeah.
A global phenomenon.
It's a global phenomenon.
And it all came from like you in your what was the car way back when we started on YouTube?
Oh, the iMeave, the Mitsubishi iMeave, and then the Leaf. You know, those
Basically
are the two.
talking into your phone.
Yeah.
Awesome. So,
Although I did have a tripod, so I could put my phone on the tripod and then stand there with a wire to the microphone, but not that far because the wire didn't. Yeah,
you
the wire
need a tripod and a wire, right?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Take
it all down.
So brilliant event.
No,
great to
great
see you
fun.
again, Robert, and thanks for spending some time.
Lovely. This is a beauty.
Oh, this is hilarious.
It's so lovely.
The perfect city car.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, I'm not sure you could fit a whole family of 6 in
It would be hard.
But,
and the shopping. You might have to.
But I mean, it's actually got more range than I thought.
Oh, really?
One of the biggest challenges on this specific
Where'd
car,
you put a battery?
Exactly, where did the battery go? Because like it's got a motorbike engine kind of at the back there, which is chain driven.
Right.
So you can't put too much power through it. But the fuel tank was literally about the same size as a laptop case.
Yeah.
And there was no place for batteries, so we put it under the seat.
Right. Wow.
So it's actually got 18 kilowatt-hour battery pack under the seat.
Wow.
Which is
That's
loads
for
of range.
a car this size is a lot. Yeah.
Your back would be aching before the range gave up.
Yeah.
So
Brilliant.
fantastic car. I love this one.
Love
In fact, my favourite one that I've ever built so far, I think, is just behind you there, that BMW.
Yeah.
Because that's just an absolute
And
beauty.
it's got the wing because you
It
do
has
need
to.
that. You know what?
Because
You
I've got
need
the
that.
Tesla drive unit in the back,
Right.
Robert, and a very heavy right foot. It's not a limp I've got when I walk. It's a very heavy right foot. So yeah, brought some brilliant cars.
Yeah.
As I say. So
And you had a good day yesterday. There's a lot of people in. Yeah.
absolutely inundated all day.
Right.
It was fantastic. And I'm getting to the point where I'm getting that. You're that guy off the telly. So now you've had that for decades, and I don't know how you deal with it because it's bizarre for me.
It is weird, isn't it? It is
Because
weird.
don't forget, I live in a little cave in
Yes,
mid Wales.
yeah.
I never come out of that little like Middle Earth section in mid Wales.
Yeah.
So and everybody knows me in the little village anyway.
Yeah.
So to come out and people I've never met before go, you're that
Yeah,
guy off
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And to be not related to that, you're that guy off Crime Watch.
Right.
rather than
It's-
like,
yeah.
you know, a proper TV program now. It's really cool.
No,
I
it's
like
very
it.
good. It's
It's
very
nice.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant. No, well done. It's so good that both these, in a way, are businesses, if you can call it that, have kind of gone
And you
up
were there right at
the
the
same
start.
time. Yeah, and I was so thrilled
right
that
at
we
the
came
start,
and saw
when
it.
I was working in my garage
Yeah.
at home, and like with that Red Beetle, and like we
Yeah.
had that lovely little run around Ellen Valley in it.
Yeah,
Actually, we'll
beautiful.
We'll
Yeah.
put the link up here somewhere,
Oh,
so
that's
you
it.
can go
There's
and
a
watch
link.
that on.
Yeah, no, it's
YouTube.
beautiful. It looks lovely. That shot, that episode.
And,
doesn't it?
and that car is still
that still running, is it?
used as a daily driver
Wow.
up in Scotland
Wow.
by a lovely couple.
Oh,
And
brilliant.
they love it.
Right.
Bert.
All right,
Remember, it was
very
called
good.
Bert.
That's
we go.
right.
Right,
Good
so there we
stuff.
go. I better let Robert go.
I've
'cause
gotta go.
He's got a show to run, and I'll see you soon, mate. All
Great
right,
stuff.
great to see you again.
All right, take
Cheers,
care.
Robert.
Bye-bye.
Right, hope you enjoyed that video at Fully Charged Live, and I'm concentrating and talking at the same time, as you can probably guess. Oh, nope, nearly. Oh, there we go. So, hope you enjoyed that video, and I'm about to try something which is probably about as dangerous as doing the rallying back in the day, which is a one wheel from Ride and Glide over there. Never done it before, as you can probably tell. So hope you enjoyed that video, and join us on the next one from nearby hospital. Oh, that's better when you go in. Whee! Is this the right stance?
Yeah, you're looking good.